Hello folks, welcome to a Walkie talkie. We are further than the West End. Right, I want to do this one nice and quick because we could ramble all day long, but I don't want to bore your arses off or anything. So, I hear the BBC is doing coverage of the Epstein files, and how ironic and hypocritical is it for a company that is well known for its paedophilia, child rape gangs, paedophiles and everything, all things child harm, to cover the Epstein files like they've got halos above their heads. What fucking idiots. Right, okie dokie, next thing, right. You remember me doing stand-up years ago? When I first started out, 2014 area, people from the BBC actually came into the venue to ask if I'd like to do some sketches for them, right? I was the only one that turned round and told them to fuck off out of the building, or I'll start telling people what's going on, right? They turned up about 2 weeks later again and approached me, different people albeit, right? And I told them to get out of the building or I'll hurt them. But 2018, right, comedians will remember a thing on Facebook called the Comedy Forum, right? I call it Cancer Forum for very fucking good reasons, right? But yeah, this random person put a comment on a thread that didn't belong to him, but anyway, apparently I'm not to blame people for I'm not to blame other people for my inability to make cunts laugh. I looked at the person's name. The surname looked familiar, the forename didn't. And, you know, I always carried a notebook. I wasn't just to say, you know, stuff I was going to say on the stage, right? It had stuff like, you know, where I was performing, the date I was performing, performers I was performing with, was there any recurring themes, was there any do's and don'ts discussed, all that stuff, right? And I looked through a banker's box full of notebooks, and I never even shared space with this person, let alone stage time or event. And I looked at the profile again. Oh, works at BBC. Alright, works at the BBC, you say. That's all I need to know and how to handle that situation. Just take it with a pinch of salt. And apart from anything, I would be fucking embarrassed to work for a company that so risk deep in darkness towards children. And, you know, like, going back to the sketches, right, I've made sketches for my own YouTube shows, right? They are mine. The moment I ever did want to join the BBC and give them my skits would become theirs, and then it would become part of something dark, and then it would become part of something darker still. No fucking way, no, nah. No, thanks, but no thanks, but you stick your paedophilic company up your fucking arse, you pricks. But everyone else, I hope you liked the video. Share, like, subscribe, you know what to do. And stay skeptical, stay cynical. Look at the BBC like the criminals they really are. And until next time.